everybody. I am here in my new kitchen in London, and I haven't gotten any furniture or anything yet, so I'm going to show you guys around. This whole place is an absolute mess. But today anyways, I am going to be making tofu fish and chips, and I really wanted this to be like my inaugural recipe in London. So I live in East London, and there are a ton of vegan markets around here. And one of the first things that I saw was this tofu fish burger, and it really impressed me because it tasted really good, but it was very simple because it was just tofu, a piece of seaweed, and then they dipped it in batter and then they fried it. And I liked that the vendor didn't really try to like put a lot of weird ingredients together to make something taste like fish, but surprisingly just, you know, a simple piece of seaweed and a simple piece of tofu really did the job. Anyways, I really wanted to give you guys my take on this, so I hope you guys enjoy the recipe. Okay, so all new brands in this country. So I'm starting off with some firm tofu, and I actually find that in the UK, even if it's firm tofu, it's actually a little bit softer than in the States, and I kind of like that as well. It's a different texture, and you want to cut it up into about 1/2-inch slices like so. So afterwards, I've just put it in between 2 pieces of paper towel just to dry it up for about an hour or so that it's a little bit easier for frying. Now for the potatoes, I have the sides right here, 2 kind of like medium to large size white potatoes, and then I'm cutting them into fairly big wedges. And then in a bowl, really simple, I'm gonna mix 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, a little bit of pepper, and then probably like 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I don't have a lot of ingredients yet, so if you guys wanna add things like rosemary, that's gonna be a really good flavor to this. So this goes into a 400-degree oven, and I bake it for about 25 to 30 minutes, and I really like it like dry and pretty crispy. Okay, so 1 hour later, and these are they. So just a tad bit drier, and what I'm going to do is put on some nori seaweed. So this is something that you can find at any local grocery store, and what I've done is I've measured it so that each piece of seaweed is just a little bit smaller than the actual square of the tofu, so that you can it kind of mimics the fish skin actually, but you can still see the tofu down below. If you guys want a more natural shape than, you know, a square, and you want it to make it look like, you know, kind of like fish fillets and whatnot, just cut the tofu into, you know, slightly oblong shapes, and then you're gonna get a much more natural figure that way. So you guys can see that I'm just putting in a little bit of water. Normally the tofu should have enough water there already to have the seaweed stick, but if you do need a little bit of help, you can do that. What I should have told you guys earlier was to sprinkle just a little bit of salt on the bottoms and tops of each of the tofus, but oh well, that's totally okay. So for me to not have to wash too many pots and pans, and you guys won't want to either, so I'm taking the same bowl as the fries, and I am adding in chickpea flour, cornstarch, and then finally 1/2 cup of beer. Recipe is going to be down below, but I thought if we're going to do fish and chips, we might as well add the beer in. So any kind of like a light ale, 1/2 cup goes in, and then the seltzer and the carbonation really help with the light and airiness of the crust as well. Alrighty, so onwards to the frying. I have some oil in there, 350 degrees, and I've just dipped the whole thing in, and I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm just using my fingers and then just swiping off the side with the seaweed so that it will show through, and then it'll have a cooler effect that way. And I would say to kind of fry these guys for about like 2 to 3 minutes, just until they're nice and golden brown. So these guys look pretty darn good, don't they? So what I'm gonna do is put them onto a paper towel just to drain some of the grease, and I'm actually going to double fry it, just like the Korean fried chicken. And what this will do is to ensure that first the crust gets crispier or even crispier, and then it stays that crispy for a longer period of time. So it just goes back into the pan for about a minute or so. So anyways, I took the fries out of the oven and these are how they look. Don't they look absolutely amazing? And I'm telling you that they taste really very much like fish as well. And it's just so simple and so easy to make. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this inaugural recipe from London. I'm hoping to bring you guys more, and I thought that, you know, it was very unique and also very easy to make, so I hope you guys liked it. As usual, if you want to see more recipes like this, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye!